In recent remarks made by former President Donald Trump, his choice of words and sentiments expressed have drawn significant criticism. Many have labeled Trump's comments as not only foolish but also as a source of concern for the potential harm they may cause to the United States and its allies, particularly Israel. One of the most glaring aspects of Trump's comments is his apparent praise for Hezbollah, a Shiite political and military organization based in Lebanon. The organization has been designated as a terrorist group by the United States, among others. Such praise for a group with a history of violence and terrorist activities is not only deeply concerning but also bewildering to many observers. In the eyes of many, it takes a fool to make comments that appear to support an entity known for its destructive actions. Equally troubling is the notion that Trump's comments can be seen as providing aid and comfort to Israel's adversaries. At a time when Israel faces a host of complex challenges, including security concerns and ongoing political tensions, any comments that seem to embolden those who oppose or threaten the nation's stability are not only ill-advised but potentially damaging. Only a fool, it is argued, would make remarks that could inadvertently assist those working against the interests of the United States' key ally in the Middle East. He often places his statements within the context of his personal grievances and interests. One recurring theme in Trump's comments is his apparent self-centered approach. For instance, in this case, he went on to discuss his resentment towards Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The source of this resentment is a disagreement regarding actions taken during his presidency, particularly concerning the killing of Qasem Soleimani, the Iranian military commander. Trump stated, "I still am angry with Netanyahu about that," implying that his motivation for the comments may be rooted in personal grudges rather than a broader concern for national and international interests. The underlying issue, as some argue, is that Trump's focus appears to revolve around himself rather than the well-being of the American people or the people of Israel. This self-centered approach raises questions about his priorities and motives. It is suggested that his actions and statements are often motivated by self-interest, with little regard for the broader implications they may have on foreign relations, national security, or international diplomacy. From the perspective of the Republican Party, Trump's recent comments and actions raise concerns about his suitability for a presidential role. The Speaker, representing the party, makes a strong case against Trump's candidacy, stating that the Republican Party cannot afford to nominate an individual who behaves in such a reckless and self-serving manner. The Speaker expresses the belief that Trump, by making such comments and displaying a lack of diplomatic finesse, has demonstrated that he is unfit to be a presidential nominee or to hold the highest office in the United States. In the context of current global events, such as the ongoing crisis in Ukraine and the complex geopolitical dynamics in the Middle East, the importance of the American presidency becomes increasingly evident. These desperate times highlight the need for a responsible and considerate leadership, especially with regard to international affairs. Trump's comments, which appear to lack nuance and sensitivity, only serve to reinforce the view that he is not equipped to handle the responsibilities of the presidency, particularly in times of international crisis. In conclusion, Trump's recent comments, which have been criticized as foolish and detrimental, not only raise concerns about his diplomatic abilities but also highlight a self-centered approach that seems to prioritize personal grievances over national and international interests. The Republican Party, as represented by the Speaker, voices apprehensions about Trump's suitability as a presidential nominee or as a potential holder of the highest office in the United States. These comments serve as a reminder of the importance of responsible and thoughtful leadership, particularly in a world fraught with complex challenges and crises.